Dear students, third question is about reflex arc and reflex action, and fourth question is about brain. Let us revise these parts. The third question, which asks that what is reflex action? The reflex action is nothing but a sudden reaction in response to something which happens in the environment. The body needs to react suddenly. So without the knowledge of the brain, whatever response we give, that is called reflex action. The center of reflex action is the spinal cord. And then one more thing is, what is reflex arc? Reflex arc is nothing but the path in which the reflex action takes place, means the stimulus to the reflex action is carried in the body through some parts. They are called as the parts of the reflex arc. Now let us understand the reflex arc first. 5 parts are, the first one is, you can see the figure and then understand. The first one is the skin, that is sensory organ. It is called as receptor. All the 5 sensory organs, eye, tongue, ears, skin, and also the nose, they come under this category. The nerves which are there, which receive the message, they are called as the sensory neurons, and they carry the stimuli to the spinal cord. Then spinal cord processes it in the relay nerve, and the relay nerve converts the messages into a response, and that response message is carried away through the motor neuron, and that motor neuron brings that message, whatever action has to be taken place, to the effector. Effector is the muscle in our body, and even some glands can be the effectors. So these are the parts which carry out the reflex action, and these are called as reflex arc. These parts include the reflex arc. Now let us understand what is human brain, and what are the parts and their functions. You can see the human brain structure. You can be asked to draw this structure for 4 marks. Otherwise the functions will be asked. You can see the major part is cerebrum. 80% is made up of cerebrum. Cerebrum is in the forebrain, and it is related to all the important actions like that, hearing, smell, sight, and thought process, memory. All these are controlled by the cerebrum. And another part in the forebrain, for example hypothalamus, it is also forebrain only, and it controls the hunger and also the sense of thirst, and it also controls the urination, all that. Now the next part will be the midbrain. Midbrain is just the bridge between the forebrain and the hindbrain, and the next part is the hindbrain. Hindbrain is having 3 parts: cerebellum, medulla, and the pons. Pons controls the facial expression, laughing and crying, whatever expression is controlled by pons. And another part is cerebellum, very important part. It controls the balance of the body and also controls the voluntary muscles, walking, swimming, whatever we do, climbing, all that are controlled by the cerebellum. And medulla controls heartbeat, involuntary functions like respiration and blood circulation, urine formation. All these are controlled by medulla. So medulla oblongata. These are the different parts of the brain. And also you can be asked, what is the name of the gland present under the brain? It is the pituitary gland. And which part protects the brain? The brain is protected by a very hard bone called cranium. It is called skull, and there is a fluid inside the cranium, and it is called as cerebrospinal fluid, which controls many accidental damages to the brain.